The Musical Priest. Now this is a very basic and straightforward version of this tune. There are many variations possible, but we won't go into those for now. This is pretty well the version that you'll find in, I think, in O'Neill's collection. So, I want to look at some exercises that would be well to study before you actually tackle the tune as a whole. Let's have a look. There's an interesting rundown that you get very frequently, and it comes up a lot in the second and third parts, and it's basically starting on the high B, something like that. So B, which is on the pull, 2 push notes here. Now swap with your third finger, same button, pull. So it's pull, push, push, swap, pull. Now, if you practice that ad nauseam, it's going to make your learning of this tune a lot easier. It's a fairly big jump to swap the ring finger with the index, but it's well worth doing because you can do this whole downward run in just one shift. So play it slowly and gradually speed it up till you can do it fluently. Another phrase that you might want to practice on its own is the following, which comes in the second part, in fact leads into the phrase that we've just been looking at. Sorry. Second finger on the D. Now climb up the scale. And bingo. Climbing up in small increments like that using your first and second fingers is a very sure-footed way to do it. Just like trotting up and down a ladder. You could do it with fewer moves, I suppose. Swap from your ring to your index. You could try both ways, but I like the feeling of trotting up and down the stairs or tripping up the ladder or something. Okay, so that's 2 exercises you can do. A third exercise would be, at the beginning of the second part, we have this rocking pedal figure, which is C sharp pull, A push, E pull, A push, F sharp push, A push, E pull, and A push again. That's a very useful phrase. It comes up in a lot of tunes, of course. And just play it slowly and gradually speed it up till it's no bother. You could use the outer row F sharp there, as one of my students did last night. She found it easier because the push-pull pattern is constant. It's pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. So you can try that if you like. But I think actually in terms of the phrasing and the feel of the tune, I prefer staying on the row for that. So that is a third, I think, thing you can practice in isolation. And the last thing to practice in isolation would be start of the third part. We play final exercises. There is a number of ways you could deal with this B. different ways you could ornament. But I won't go into all of those. I just want you to master this technique of playing 3 Bs with 2 fingers. You could play it with 1 finger, but it sounds a bit choppy, sounds very melodian-like, and it's much easier, I find, to play fast and to control the precise degree of articulation you want if you use 2 fingers. With 2 fingers, you go like this. 1, 2, 1, like that. And that means you can play it staccato, or you could go right down to just a little pulse like that. So do something in between for now, like that, and give the bellows a little swell to emphasize the second note. And when you can do that, we need to reach up for our top B. Okay, let's look at the first part, and then we'll stitch all these exercises together that we've been doing. Swap fingers. Swap again. Of course, there's a million ways of playing this first phrase, and you will hear a million ways of doing it. This is a very simple way. Other things I sometimes do are to keep the pulse going, do a bit of in and out there. Second part, use an outer row F sharp, C sharp here, with the grace note. Now you could add a triplet in there. Next part we've done already. Sorry, I played that a bit differently. In this third part, we've done all the bits here, but there's an added loop here. Back to the B.